Hey, you got deja vu? Yeah, same. That's actually because I've filmed with the BYD Dolphin twice now for Electrifying. So the first time was for the international launch in Madrid. And actually when we drove that on the beautifully smooth Spanish roads, there were some slight technical issues with the car. It was stuck on like factory settings. So we thought we'd do it again. So actually we then filmed it again. We compared it with the ID3, but at that point, the Dolphin wasn't quite registered on UK roads, so we couldn't drive it. So here we are at the UK launch of the BYD Dolphin. We're actually going to drive it on our potholed roads here in the UK, because why not? So let's start with the basics. This is the Build Your Dreams Dolphin. It's a 5-seat hatchback, it's reasonably priced, and it's from China, and it has some quite interesting features.
In the UK, we'll get this version with a 60.4 kilowatt-hour battery first, which provides 265 miles of WLTP range, followed by, in 2024, the ICL 44.9 kilowatt-hour version with either 211 or 193 miles, depending on which version you choose, which is pretty darn good for a little EV. There are 4 trims, which consist of the base one called Active, that comes with 93 brake horsepower, which is only just bearable in a car of this size, a quicker one called Boost with 174 brake horsepower, both with the smaller battery, and then 2 versions with the bigger battery and 201 brake horsepower called Comfort and Design. Unsurprisingly, you get more stuff the more you pay.
Now, in terms of price, you will pay just over £26,000 for the entry-level Active, or just over £31,500 for the top-spec Design. So when we say affordable, I mean, it's all relative, isn't it? It's reasonably priced is probably the best way to put it. So in this video, I will run you down with the things that I like and the things that I don't like about the BYD Dolphin. Should we start with the good stuff? Okay, number 1, the battery runs underneath the floor under here. It's a very, very nice blade battery. So it's an LFP battery. There's no nickel, there's no cobalt, so it's better for the environment, it's safer, and it has a longer lifespan. You'll find them in things like the standard Tesla or an MG4. They work really, really well. Do you know how they test the safety of these things? With a nail going through it, which is crazy. Number 2, the incredibly funky interior. And yes, it is incredibly funky in here. I mean, actually, it looks quite nice with the blue, doesn't it? There is no straight line in here whatsoever. Everything is curvilicious and very dolphin-y, like they've kind of thought about the name and thought about the design of the car and merged them together quite beautifully. Like you've got the dolphin fin door handles, and then you've got party trick. I still don't quite know why you would want to do that, but it's, you know, it does it, and that's kind of cool and a thing. All the interior in here is all very nice as well. This kind of feels a bit like a wetsuit, which is quite fitting with the whole dolphin theme as well. Yeah, the interior is very nice. Yep.
Number 3. On the same theme, the Dolphin is well equipped in its niche. All Dolphins get the super safe blade battery, this intelligent cockpit system with intelligent driving, which will help me out there then, app connectivity, 360-degree cameras, LED lights all round, a heat pump that will save you loads of miles of range in cold weather. Then there are standard heated electric mirrors, vehicle-to-load ability, keyless entry, and an absolute swathe of safety and driver assistance systems, all as standard on all models. Big car stuff in a small car.
Now, the entry-level models are pretty feature-packed anyway, but if you step up to the top 2 grades, then you've got things like panoramic glass roof, heated seats, faster 11 kilowatt AC charging, and loads more gadgets. Number 4, the colours. Now, in a world of black, white and grey cars, be a Dolphin. Because look, we've got a gorgeous blue here. There's also coral pink. There's what's it called? Maldive purple? Then you've got like tricolour wheels if you go for the design spec. It's all very, very funky. I'm a fan.
Number 5. It's got a great warranty. 8 years or 100,000 miles on the battery and a 6-year 95,000 ticket on the vehicle. That's some peace of mind right there.
Number 6. Space. Now, this is a kind of car that journalists would call a C-segment car, but actually on the inside it feels way bigger than that. The space in here is really impressive. That is set up for my driving position. And look at this leg space. And I've got really long supermodel legs. I don't, they're 5', 6.5. But look at the space back here, and also the fact that the battery runs along the floor, no transmission tunnel, so you don't have to be that person that sits in the middle having to straddle a hump, you know? Oh, number 7. The seats are very, very impressive. Now, we do have to say, where you park your bum is just as important as where you park your car. And these seats are very, very comfortable. And actually, in the 2 seats at the front, they're really supportive as well. All made from vegan leather as well, as standard. Synthetic cows. Lovely. Number 8, or at least I think we're on number 8. I don't know where I'm up to. The next number of positive things. It rides really well. I mean, look, I'm driving over drains. There's a couple of potholes there. If you're living in a town where there's lots of speed bumps and things like that, you can rest assured the fact that this actually copes really well. The Dolphin surfs the bumpy roads really well. So what I do want to test out actually, because when I drove this in Madrid, it was stuck on factory settings, which meant I couldn't quite experience the full shove when I put my foot down. So I'm going to apologise to Kate, who's on camera, because it may get a bit wobbly, but we've got to test it, right? Here we go. We're on a national speed limit road. Oh! Oh, that's much better. Yeah, that's impressive. That's very impressive. That's number 9. It's got a good shove. Got a really good shove. Now look, I don't want this to sound like this is an advert for BYD, so I'm now going to rattle off the things that bug me a little bit in the Dolphin. Number 1, it bing bongs too much. It's too many bing bongs. It's like lane keep assist, your speed limit. It's really difficult to turn those bing bongs off. Too many bing bongs. I'm also not really a fan of the indicator sound. It's a bit too ticky for my liking. Number 2, the bright dash has a big reflection from the windscreen, so you can kind of see the fans and all that in the reflection, which gets a little bit annoying. Number 3, build quality in some places isn't the best. You've got like scratchy bits down the side, and the gear selector feels a little bit on the cheap side. I mean, it's not horrendous, but you know, I'm rattling off the things that bug me. That bugs me. Now, you know I said the space in the interior is really nice and it's really roomy. That space has to be taken from somewhere, and it's been taken from the boot. It's actually quite small, 345 litres, which is tiny, and it doesn't have a frunk. So actually, if you have a Mini Electric, I know it might make it look cavernous, but this is quite small. Number 5, competition. I mean, the price of this car is going to put it up against the likes of the MG4, the VW ID3 and Nissan Leaf, even the new Mini Electric. So it's got its work cut out. Now I've driven this car here in the UK, what's my verdict? It's impressive. It is impressive. I mean, it could be cheaper, but we say that about every electric car, don't we? But look, the interior is really funky and very nice. The space on the inside is really, really impressive. It's quite nice to look at, isn't it? Because the colours are really cool. The battery is very, very clever. I would like to put it up against like an MG4. That's what I want to do. That's what we're going to do. So make sure you subscribe to the Electrifying YouTube channel, because we will put it up against an MG4. All in all, I think it's a pretty impressive car. And look, if there's any more information that you need on this car or any of its competitors, pop yourself on electrifying.com for all the information. Probably all the information.